Moving felt like a long breath game. Hold it, let it go, repeat until your chest finally loosens. That's what Yin did the whole drive from Bizen to Seoul. Boxes labeled textbooks, kitchen stuff, and little memories filled the trunk of the government car that was taking them there. Her father, freshly promoted at the police department, kept checking if Yin was comfortable. Yin just nodded, eyes on the skyline of the city that would be hers from now on. 1 week later. It had been a week since Yin became a freshman in her new class. She walked in with a small smile, bowing her head to a few hellos from classmates. She scanned for an empty seat, sat down, and opened her notes. From the corner of the room came a low voice with a light laugh, casual as ever. "Chubby's here." Yin's head lifted. Jian Jungkook, leather jacket on, black watch, a handsome face clearly designed to annoy and confuse people at the same time. The guys around him, Minju, Yoonwoo, and Jaehyun, shot him looks that basically said, "Bro, please." Yin pretended not to hear. She'd met people like this before. Life rolls out a red carpet for them. "My name is Yin," she said quietly but firmly when Jungkook passed the row. "Use my name." Jungkook slowed, glanced over, and gave a thin smile. "Noted, chubby." Yin cleared her throat and stared out the window, annoyance layered with a small, shaky flutter in her chest. She didn't hate her body. She was healthy, her skin was clear, and her black, wavy hair shone like ink strokes on white paper. She just wasn't slim, that's all. She knew it. Back in Bizen, she'd tried the lemon diet, sunrise yoga, running once a week, always failed by week 2, because the world has a way of putting cake right in front of people trying to behave. That's how Yin's first weeks went, tiny daily dramas. In the cafeteria, Jungkook would stroll by with an iced Americano in one hand, pointing at cookies with the other. "Chubby likes sweet things, huh?" In the corridor, "Chubby, I mean Yin, wait, nah, Chubby fits better." Every time Yin protested, it felt like fuel for his jokes. And every time his friends just shook their heads, Jungkook only laughed. But weirdly, in that class, he was the only one laughing. Everyone else stayed quiet, like his joke just wasn't funny to them. Afternoon light fell through tall panes of glass, breaking into blocks across the wooden tables. The smell of old paper mixed with AC that was way too cold. Yin was underlining a paragraph on page 132, exchange rate pass-through, when a shadow fell across her book. "Chubby, can I borrow the blue highlighter?" Jungkook whispered, as casually as if asking for salt. Yin looked up slowly. "My name is Yin, and keep it down. This is a library." Jungkook nodded sweetly, his eyes still teasing. "If I call you Yin, the highlighter won't work. It only likes it when I say chubby." Yin huffed. But this was a library. She wasn't about to cause a scene. She handed him the highlighter, and the tip of her finger brushed his for a split second. Warm. That second stretched like bubblegum. "Thanks, chubby," he said, quiet enough to dodge the librarian. Jungkook. "Yeah? Don't hold my hand that long." "Oops, my bad." He sat in the chair next to her and opened his notes. Every few minutes, he sneaked a glance. Yin pretended not to notice, though the corner of her eye always did. 5 minutes later, the blue highlighter landed back on her table, on top of a sticky note with a doodle of a round-cheeked bunny. "Tiny handwriting. For you. Fits a focus, chubby." Yin picked up her pen and wrote back, "It's Yin, not C, anything." Jungkook slid the note over to himself and added, "Correction, Yin, who is chubby." "Jungkook," Yin hissed, glaring. The librarian materialized at the end of the shelves. Both of them ducked their heads. Jungkook slipped something into the edge of Yin's book, a small chocolate bar. "For your blood sugar," he murmured. "So chubby, I mean, Yin, doesn't get woozy." Yin squinted at the wrapper, high-tie, the one she often snuck on. She peeled it halfway. "Call me chubby again and I'm throwing this into my mouth." Jungkook lifted an eyebrow. Yin rolled her eyes and chose to focus on her assignment rather than feed him any more attention. A few days later. No professor yet. The room hummed with little sounds, clicked pens, scraping chairs, whispers about assignments. Yin sat mid-row, typing a summary for the week's reading. Focused, calm. "Chubby," came the sing-song voice again. Yin didn't turn around. She just added another bullet point and pressed the period key. Strangely, from the beginning, she had always felt that this class was safe. Nobody laughed. None of their classmates echoed it. Minju only arched a brow at Jungkook. Jaehyun was busy sketching a supply chain diagram, and Yoonwoo checked the lab schedule. "Chubby, your notes are super neat." Jungkook leaned over a little. "Can I take a photo?" Yin slid her notebook over without looking up. "Put it back neatly." "Roger that, chubby." In Yin's head, a worry flashed by. If this were a drama or a film, one guy's tease, especially a popular guy like Jungkook, would become everyone's cue. But here, it didn't. This class, somehow, had a quiet rule that kept boundaries. And for that, Yin was grateful. As for Jungkook, she chose not to stress about it. As long as she could study in peace, she was fine. She just had to assume the guy was a little nuts or his brain wiring was off. That's it. At the end of the row, a girl had been watching the whole thing. The way Jungkook spoke to Yin, the way he said chubby in a tone too gentle to be just teasing. Straight shoulder-length hair, tidy red lips, and a white shirt that hung just right. Hannah, pretty, rich, popular, and unknown to Yin, unhappy with what she was seeing. That night, Hannah's room was dim. The desk lamp lit a book she hadn't touched. She stared at her phone's blank message screen, tapping the edge of the table with a restless finger. Since the start of college, she'd been trying with Jungkook, greeting him, inviting him out, even confessing. And unfortunately, Jungkook never took the bait. Even when he turned her down, his reason was what kept echoing in her head. Flashback. 1 year earlier. The room was buzzing, small balloons hung from the ceiling, and a happy birthday Jungkook banner was taped across the board. Hannah stood in front with a cream white cake in her hands. Her smile was perfect. She'd practiced it in the mirror. She'd planned all of this for today, Jungkook's special day. And hers too, she hoped. When he walked in, Jungkook, her voice was clear, happy birthday. Jungkook stopped in the doorway, taken aback. The class cheered, a small burst of applause. I like you, Jungkook. I've liked you for a long time. I really, truly love you. She lifted the cake slightly. Please accept me today. Minju let out a low whistle. Jaehyun started recording. Yoonwoo nudged Jungkook. Blow the candles first. Hannah adjusted the cake knife. Her heart pounded like she'd just finished a sprint. The whole room held its breath, waiting for a yes. Everyone, except the one person whose answer mattered most. She'd chosen a public confession on purpose, assuming he wouldn't say no with an audience. But Jungkook stood there for a few seconds, looked at the cake, looked at Hannah, and then, in a calm, low voice, said, "Thank you, but I can't." Silence fell. Hannah blinked. Why? I know you have options. Lots of girls like you, but She stopped, swallowed, tried to smile. I'm pretty. I can take care of you. I also. Jungkook sighed softly. He didn't look at the crowd, only at Hannah. Pretty is a matter of taste. People like different things. My taste isn't you. A chill swept the room. Hannah held her smile, elegant but brittle. Then, what kind of girl do you like? Jungkook exhaled. Personality-wise, I don't like girls who are loud, talkative, and stubborn. Physically, sure, I like pretty, but I don't like very skinny or super slim. Not like most people's standard. I prefer someone a bit fuller, chubby. I think it's cuter, more adorable. He didn't raise his voice, didn't try to embarrass her. He was just honest, and honesty can sound cruel. Sorry, he added, dipping his head politely. He didn't blow out the candles. He didn't cut the cake. He just gave a small signal to Minju, Yoonwoo, and Jaehyun, and they stepped out of the room with him. Hannah stood there holding an untouched cake. The earlier cheers evaporated, replaced by stinging static whispers. She smiled at her friends, a smile that never reached her eyes, then blew out the candles herself. Happy birthday, she whispered to the air, who didn't answer. Flashback end. Now, in the present, Hannah wore a bitter smile. Jungkook called Yin chubby in a tone that anyone could hear, meant something. The class knew. His close friends knew. Only Yin didn't. Thinking about it made Hannah's chest tighten. Jealousy flared hot in her ribs. The next morning, the professor hadn't arrived yet. Only a few students were seated. Yin opened her laptop to review her notes. A shadow stopped in front of her. Hannah. Listen, Hannah said, low but sharp. Don't get all flirty around Jungkook. You're not a match for him. Yin looked up, startled but trying to stay calm. I'm not. Don't play dumb, Hannah cut in. Everyone can see you like him. I don't like him. He's the one who keeps messing with me, Yin answered flatly. Hannah's face hardened. A fatty like you should know your place. That word, fatty, hit like a stone. It stung heavy, sending a little wave through Yin's stomach. So this was it. Was she about to get bullied here? Maybe this class wasn't as safe as she'd hoped. Yin inhaled, forcing herself not to overreact. You don't get to. Who are you calling fatty? The voice from the door sliced the air. Jungkook stood at the threshold with Minju, Jaehyun, and Yoonwoo. Unlike their usual just-on-time entrance, they were early. Jungkook's gaze was cold, his jaw set. Hannah whipped around, startled. I was just, but you call her chubby too, she snapped, suddenly shaky. Jungkook gave a short laugh, more warning than warmth, and stepped forward. You know the difference between chubby and fatty? He held her eyes. If you don't, keep quiet. Hannah choked on silence. A few pairs of eyes watched, and the room held its breath. Without dragging it out, Jungkook turned to Yin. Sorry, he said softly, just for her. Then, before Yin could process it, he bent and effortlessly scooped her up in a bridal carry. The class rippled with muffled woes, chairs scraped, and a couple pens almost hit the floor. Yin froze, arms instinctively looping around his neck so she wouldn't fall. Hey, Jungkook, what are you doing? Put me down, Yin hissed, panicked, but loud enough for the front row. I'm heavy, you know. Jungkook fought a smile. I can lift you easily. How heavy do you think you are, hum? He glanced at the class, voice calm. If I can carry her like this, that's called healthy, chubby, not fatty. Heat rushed up Yin's cheeks to her ears. Put me down, now, she whispered through her teeth. Jungkook chuckled under his breath. What if I don't? The tone landed somewhere between a tease and a dare. Put me down. You're embarrassing me, seriously. Yin's face flushed deeper. She wanted the floor to swallow her whole. Still quietly laughing, Jungkook finally set her down slowly, carefully, like she was the most fragile thing in the world. The moment her feet touched the floor, Yin swatted his chest, grabbed her tote, and strode out of the room. Yin, Minja called softly, but she was already gone. Jungkook shot Hannah a brief look, wordless warning, then headed after Yin. Yoonwoo shrugged at Jaehyun. She's fast. Adrenaline's high, Jaehyun said, closing his book. Hannah stayed rooted, her back stiff. The word chubby now sounded like a password she didn't possess. The back corridor was empty. Yin stopped there, set her tote on the ledge, and drew a breath that scraped her chest on the way in. Footsteps approached. Yin. Don't follow me, she said without turning. I need air. I need to be alone. I get it, Jungkook replied, but I need to say something. Yin turned to face him, eyes a little glassy, not from crying, but from shock and second-hand embarrassment after what happened in class. Why did you do that in front of everyone? In front of the whole class? That was humiliating. Jungkook held her gaze, voice dropping half a step. Because someone needed to be shut down. I don't like anyone talking down to you. Yin scoffed. This all started with you calling me chubby. And now you care? She lifted her chin, trying to steady herself. Why bother? He swallowed. Because you're my girl. The words came out clean, no detour. Yin blinked. What? I like you, he said, no hesitation now. Calling you chubby, it was never an insult. It's my endearment for you. Yin frowned. What's that supposed to mean? You were obviously mocking me. Luckily, nobody else in class copied you. They wouldn't dare call you chubby, and they all know I'm not mocking you when I say it. Yin exhaled. What do you mean, Jungkook? Why so complicated? They all know I like chubby girls. They heard it straight from me. And about Hannah. Last year she confessed to me in front of the class. I turned her down. She didn't take it well and started bragging about how pretty she is. That's when I told her my type isn't like hers. I don't like very skinny, super slim girls. I like girls who are a bit fuller, chubby. Everyone heard me. Yin breathed out slowly. So, that's why she hates me. He gave a small shrug. Yeah, maybe she's jealous because I call you chubby. Everyone knows I prefer chubby girls. They all know it's not an insult when it's from me. Yin looked away. She called me a fatty, so I felt. Fatty puts you down, Jungkook said firm. It's a label that makes people feel small. And for the record, your body's normal. Just because you're not super slim doesn't mean you're fat. And look, most of my family lives abroad. Some in America, some in Europe. You know what? My aunts and my girl cousins think the typical Korean beauty standard looks way too skinny. My mom says the same. So yeah, I'm kinda influenced by how they see it. Plus, girls who are really skinny usually have to diet hard to stay that way. That'd be a headache if my girlfriend had to do that. Because well, I love snacks. I love eating. Yin blinked a few times. She honestly didn't expect a Korean guy to see beauty through a different lens like that. And truthfully, everything he said made her chest feel lighter. She stayed quiet for a few beats. Then her lips pushed into a small pout. But, you're still annoying. You piss me off every day, and that nickname still makes me uncomfortable. Jungkook laughed softly. I'm sorry. I'll take it slow. If you're not comfortable, I'll drop it. I can switch too. He studied her, a smile tugging at his mouth. Baby, maybe. Yin shot him a look. I haven't even said yes to your confession yet. I'm serious, Yin, Jungkook said softly. I like you. Can I be clear about it? He swallowed and dipped his head a little. Will you be my girlfriend? Yin went quiet. Her heartbeat pounded in her ears. She hugged her tote to her chest, trying to steady her breathing. Jungkook, we only just… I know, Jungkook cut in gently. If you need time, I'll wait, but I don't want to confuse you. I like you, how you study, how you look people in the eye calmly, how you push back without yelling. I like your whole vibe. Then he raised his hands like he was surrendering. And I promise, I'll stop calling you chubby in public. I won't turn you into a joke. Yin looked at him. The words didn't explode. They landed neatly and warmly. Then, what about in private? Jungkook's smile tilted. In private too, if you're not comfortable. But if you're okay with it, and you like it, then I'll keep it when it's just the two of us. Yin glanced down at her shoes, then lifted her chin. If I say yes, I've got conditions. Name them all, Jungkook said fast, almost on reflex. First, don't call me chubby in class or anywhere public. Second, no randomly picking me up without asking. I almost passed out earlier. The corner of Yin's mouth twitched. Third, we focus on school. Don't mess with my study time, but you can bring me coffee if I'm sleepy. She met his eyes. Fourth, be honest. If something's wrong, say it. Don't shut down. Jungkook nodded, repeating like he was taking notes. No chubby in public. No lifting without permission. Respect study hours. Honesty. Anything else? She hesitated a beat, then added softly, fifth, let's keep it natural. No need to show off, but no hiding either. If people ask, we just tell them. Jungkook exhaled in relief. Natural. Not flaunted. Not hidden. Deal? Promise? Okay. Jungkook nodded, a quick smile flickering, then looked at Yin more openly. And, about our term of endearment, I want to call you baby. Is that okay? Yin tilted her head, fighting a smile. As long as you don't yell it in the middle of class. Deal, Jungkook said quickly, holding out his pinky. I promise I won't shout baby in class. Yin smiled now, cheeks warming. Footsteps sounded around the corner. Minju appeared first, with Jaehyun and Yoonwoo behind him. Everything good? Minju asked. Good, Jungkook answered calmly. He glanced at Yin, then back to the guys. Oh, and just so it's clear, we're dating. Whoa, Yoonwoo whistled. Jaehyun gave a thumbs up. Congrats. Jungkook turned to Yin, his voice automatically softening. Walk to class together, baby? Yin's cheeks heated again, but she nodded like it was no big deal. Let's go. The door creaked open softly. Yin and Jungkook walked in side by side, their steps naturally in sync. The chatter that had been buzzing dropped a notch, everyone's reflex when new info walks by. Without having to announce anything, the class seemed to put two and two together. Jungkook's face seemed softer whenever he looked at Yin. His low voice meant only for her. No one needed to ask. People could tell they were officially together. A week later, the car rolled to a stop in front of Jungkook's parents' house. A wooden door, well-kept potted plants, and guest slippers lined up neatly. Yin smoothed the hem of her blouse. I'm nervous. Normal. Jungkook touched her shoulder briefly, steadying. I'm right beside you. The door opened. Jungkook's mom appeared with a smile that warmed the room on contact. You must be Yin? Oh my, you're lovely. And you look healthy. I love to see that. Yin flushed. Thank you, ma'am. Jungkook's dad greeted her with a firm handshake. Welcome. From the kitchen, aromas drifted out, tender galbi jjim, glossy japchae, steaming kimchi jjigae, and a modest line of banchan. Jungkook's mom kept adding to Yin's plate. Try this. If you want more, say so. Eat well. Yin tasted it, her eyes lighting up. This is so good, ma'am. It tastes like home. Jungkook's mom chuckled. That's what I like to hear. Food isn't for counting. What matters is being happy and healthy. Beauty has many shapes. The prettiest is when you're comfortable being yourself. Jungkook shot Yin a look. See what I mean? And Yin answered with a smile. I feel welcomed. His dad asked gently about college, adjusting to Seoul and Yin's favorite subjects. She answered calmly, and Jungkook listened like her biggest fan. In the middle of dinner, Mom came back with a photo album. This is Jungkook as a baby, she said, delighted. Chubby cheeks, frosting smeared around his lips, big, round eyes, the whole set. Mom. Jungkook covered his face, nearly sinking into his soup. What? It's adorable, his mom laughed. He's been a healthy kid from the start. That's why I'm happy seeing you both eat with gusto. Yin laughed until she had to duck her head. I agree, ma'am. When it was time to go, his mom gave Yin a brief, warm hug, no awkwardness. His dad nodded, his calm gaze, saying everything. Take good care of each other. The car glided through Seoul's glowing streets. Storefront lights slid across the windows, painting their faces with a soft reflection. The radio played something low, piano and gentle drums blending with the hum of the engine. Yin leaned back, toad on her lap. "Your mom is adorable," she said with a small smile. "It's my first time seeing someone so excited to describe someone as healthy." Jungkook laughed softly. "She always says healthy is beautiful. That's why she was so happy watching you eat." Yin side-eyed him. "You were watching me eat?" "Every bite," Jungkook said, no hesitation. "And I loved it." Yin tapped his arm, half embarrassed. "Do you flirt every 3 minutes?" "Only when you're next to me." They fell quiet for a moment. The road was calm. A red light washed the dashboard in color. Yin looked out the window, watching the city drift by. "Thank you, Jungkook," she said at last. "For what?" "For tonight. I thought I'd be awkward, but it was really warm. Your mom's lovely. Your dad too." Jungkook glanced over, eyes soft. "I'm glad you felt comfortable. I wanted them to know the person I like isn't just pretty, she's genuine." Yin looked down, cheeks warming. "You know comments like that are gonna keep me up tonight." "Then let me keep you company in your dreams," Jungkook teased, half cheesy, half sincere. Yin looked at him, then tried not to laugh. "Wow, that was cheesy." "But you smiled," he pointed out. She sighed, pretending to be annoyed. "Okay, you win." "I've been winning from the start," Jungkook shot back. The car pulled up in front of Yin's apartment building. The lobby lights glowed softly. Jungkook switched off the engine, not rushing his words. Only the tail end of the song filled the small space between them. Yin unclicked her seatbelt and turned to him. "Do you want to come up?" Jungkook smiled. "Not tonight. I want you to rest." "But," he leaned in a little, stopping at a respectful distance. "Can I?" Yin didn't answer. She just closed her eyes for a second. Jungkook pressed a light kiss to her lips, warm, unhurried, like marking the start of something new. "Good night, baby," he whispered. Yin smiled, eyes still closed. "Good night, Jungkook." She stepped out and headed for the door. Before going in, she turned back. Jungkook was still there, smiling, eyes meeting hers, the world shrinking to just the two of them. The car finally rolled away, leaving a trail of light on the damp road, while in both their chests something beat the same, steady, sweet, and far too warm to ignore.